It's like, oh, what's your favorite candy bar? Well, I love Snickers. All right, well, fair. I love Milky Way. Another winner.
I don't like Milky Way.
Reese's.
I don't
You
like any of the candy bars that are just fluff. I don't like Milky Way or any of that. I like.
It's not a Three Musketeers. It's got some substance in there. It's got a little bit of nougat, a little bit of
nougat. Get out of here, nougat. Nougat was invented to cheat the working man out of his full candy bar. You know that, right? The Mars Company invented nougat. All right, and they went to Hershey's and they said, "Hey, we've got some nougat here. You could make a cool thing." Hershey's bought it, made the Milky Way. And the whole selling point was like, look, this is how much chocolate it takes to make a Hershey's bar. This is how much chocolate it takes to make a Milky Way. Because
you're pissing me off here.
It's all air. It's all air in there. No, Snickers. Snickers is the greatest candy bar there is.
Snickers has nougat in it, doesn't it?
Snickers has nougat plus peanuts, caramel, and chocolate.
I like Snickers too. I'm just saying that
Milky Way is nothing but nougat.
That's bullshit. It's got caramel in it. It's got caramel and chocolate.
Caramel's just melted sugar.
Well, you're eating a candy bar.
You gotta add the sugar to a thing. You gotta put some coconut, peanut butter. You can't just take sugar and throw it at it.
Absolute nonsense, and you know it.
Absolutely not.
Milky Ways are just as good as Snickers.
Kit Kat is so much better than Milky Way. It's not even funny.
I like Kit Kat more than Milky Way. I agree with you. I
Name
also
a
like
candy
Twix.
bar you don't like more than a Milky Way. It's the worst candy bar.
Three Musketeers.
What's in a Three Musketeers? Isn't it also all fluke?
Sadness.
Almond Joy kills a.
Almond Joy is good. I can't believe you guys aren't mentioning Mars.
Mars bar is just. I think a Mars bar is also just caramel and floof.
I mean, no, there's some sort of nut in there.
The true king of candy bars is the Reese's Fast Break. You get the chocolate. You get the peanut butter.
Yeah. Nobody cares about that. Oh, please tell me about look, if you're gonna bring that up, then the Nutrageous kills the Fast Break.
Christ!
It's like a better Snickers. It's like a better Snickers. It's a peanut butter Snickers. It's delicious.
Oh, you know what's good? Not peanut butter M&Ms, although not peanut M&Ms, which are good, but almond M&Ms. They have surpassed the peanut M&M with the almond.
I haven't even tried those. I do like peanut M&Ms though.
Yeah, it's gotten better since then.
Regular Reese's Cups.
A Mars bar is chocolate and malt nougat topped with a layer of caramel and covered with milk chocolate. Wait, that's chocolate twice. Okay, it's malt chocolate. Chocolate malt nougat. Okay, it's a fancier nougat. So it's nougat, caramel, and chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Embedded with Krispies. All right. I don't think I've ever had a Mars bar.
They're pretty good. I told my wife I like Mars bars in college. I used to find them on my motorcycle after class.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is really sweet.
Yeah.
I never get any candy. No, if we're being serious on our comedy show. Right. So number one, Reese's peanut butter cup / Fast Break. You can't go wrong with a peanut butter cup.
I'm a huge
You don't want the little tiny ones though. I like the peanut butter.
False. No, the best Reese's are the little bitty tiny ones.
L after L after L after L.
You get the chocolate to peanut butter ratio is perfect. You get more chocolate per peanut butter. Those cups, those actual cups, like the standard size, you get two in a little package. Way too much peanut butter, not nearly enough chocolate.
More peanut butter to my
I
chocolate.
think Mel's right on this one. The mini ones are perfect, and it is about the ratio. And I'll take it a step further. You see the giant ones, the almost like
surrounded by idiots
ones. Yeah, you might think that those are Reese's peanut cup heaven of some sort, but they're not. That
jar of Jiffy.
Yeah,
you're right. Those ones take it too far. It's ridiculous.
You want to talk about a stomach ache?
Yeah, the smallest ones are outstanding. I do wish though that they didn't come individually wrapped. If they could somehow stop them from melting into each other, and because that slows me down, and that's not what I'm looking for.
You know, they make itty bitty ones at the movies that come in like one of those like little boxes that all the other comes in, and you can just like
those are good.
Like rack them into your mouth.
The way you describe them, it seems like I'm going to need 8 or 9 boxes.
You got to eat 3 or 4 at a time at that point. You just don't even care.
Get yourself some snow caps to go along with it. It's a double fist of candy into your mouth like a fat.
Snow caps are a bit overrated.
Snow caps are absolutely overrated. Those suck compared to regular candy.
Like as far as movie candy goes,
Gummy worms or something gummy is what I want.
I like gummies a lot. I got gummy vitamins, and it's the highlight of my day.
I'm taking way too many of my one-a-day men's gummies, and then I'm taking too many of my fiber gummies.
2's a serving, so it's like, huh?
Yeah. Or normal guy.
I want to be really healthy.
I need a little more iron today, I think. Maybe a lot more.
Genuinely dangerous to do that. Yeah.
From movie snacks, I really like popcorn. Honestly, if it's good, but I gotta. It makes you so thirsty. I'm drinking way too much of my soda, and I'm gonna have to go piss. Which
if we're talking general snacks, then obviously
movie snacks
at the movies, popcorn is king. That's what I always get if I'm getting a snack. But if it's candy alone, miss me with your fucking snow caps. Mm-hmm. I want some sort of gummy bear, not Sour Patch Kids though. Those are too sour. I don't do well.
Ooh, I like those.
No, they make sour candies.
I loved Warheads as a kid, but at the movies, I almost never get candy. But if I do, I get the Butterfinger bites.
Yeah, I like buying my $9 diet soda and my popcorn. That's what you go with.
I usually overpay for water.
Wait, what is a butter bite?
I like Goobers.
Butterfingers.
Goobers and Raisinets are both good.
Oh, Raisinets.
Junior Mints. Those are among my favorites for movie snacks.
It's a Junior Mint. Yeah, I like Junior Mints.
Yeah, I'm with you on the chocolate covered anything. Obviously, is good. I like the chocolate covered peanuts, the chocolate covered raisins. Even more so, I like the yogurt covered raisins. Those are one of my favorite snacks. And even better, the yogurt covered pretzels. I saw them when I was in line at the grocery store. I was just like, oh, they put them right up here. Those bastards.
I like sharing the popcorn. Like, I like popcorn, but I also feel like I'm doing something with someone when we're sharing a popcorn.
Yeah, I always buy my own popcorn. And
well, you don't just get the big.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I buy the big one and then
I got some sort of. I've got like a movie Crown Club card, so like I get to refill the popcorn unlimited times when I'm there. So, but like, how
much popcorn could you possibly eat?
Right.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, you pour it on the floor and get a fresh one, right? That's not everyone.
This popcorn is cold.
Immediately dump it into her purse and go back for more.
You had a hefty bag rigged up in here. You come out 30 pounds
like Santa
in my shirt.
I've like the slickest.
So there's a trail of kernels following you to your cars. You can't prove anything. Sprinting there, they're calling him the Popcorn Bandit. So far, he's stolen over $60 from AMC. Here's what the manager has to say. Please, this isn't a big deal. Leave, please.
The slickest move I think I've ever made. I've talked about this before though. Like we didn't have time for lunch, and we were going to watch a long ass movie. I don't remember what it was. It was going to be like a 2-hour 45, 3-hour long movie, and we were hungry, so we went to Chipotle, and we got fucking chicken burritos. Threw them in her purse, took them into the movies, and we had fucking burritos. That was the best thing ever. It was good. It's a food that you can actually eat at the movies without a whole tray and everything, like at one of those what are they called?
Dine-ins or whatever.
Yeah, because like I want to do that because that seems pretty cool to like get a full meal and everything and have the table in front of you.
I like reclining though. I like the ones where I can recline, and if anything, have that little airplane kind of table that you rotate in front of yourself.
I'd like a bed.
No, I'd fall asleep. It's so nice and relaxing.
Oh wait, you guys are staying awake all movie?
Woody's like, this is great. Some people pay $80 an hour for a massage. I buy a movie ticket and I'm rested as shit. I'm feeling good. $9.25 and I'm out of there. When's the last time you guys went to a movie? Because of the COVID, it's been a while.
I definitely saw Endgame at the movie theater.
That was it.
I can't even remember.
Last time I went was Endgame.
Joker. Yeah. Joker would be the last time.
I saw Joker at the movie
Joker.
Theater.
Yeah. Whichever one came out. I think it was Joker. Yeah.
Definitely. Joker was the last time. Around the same time as Joker at the movie theater. I'm trying to remember what it was. Not sure which one was more recent. Yeah, but there was like
Joker was so good in theaters. Another S tier candy, and neither one of you are going to even come close to agreeing. Chocolate covered raisins.
Oh no, I'm with you. Yeah, no, you won't find any fight here.
I fucking love chocolate covered raisins.
Loser podcast am I a member of? chocolate covered raisins up there. You guys are lame as shit.
At the tippity top. And you know what? One level below them is the yogurt covered raisin, the white yogurt covered raisin. So it's like fucking good.
Tangy chocolate covered raisin.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Kyle's on target with this. And Taylor, I thought you knew more about candy. I would have looked at you as a man who knew his candy, and I'm not feeling it.
With like
your mom made you brush your teeth 3 or 4 times a day, I bet.
Yeah, I brushed my teeth all the time. Didn't fix my bite though.
See?
Yeah, so you're insane. You at least have to move it down a tier. It does not deserve to be there with Reese's. And I'll say Twix. I'll put that in the top 2. I like Twix a lot.
Twix are very fucking good, but I'm going a little outside. I'm trying to stay away from like the core candy bars because Twix, Snickers, and Reese's just kind of own everything as far as that goes. Although I'm a big Almond Joy fan too. Milky Way's garbage.
Oh, we've had this argument before. I forgot.
If Milky Ways were just, if I had one of those deals where you win a lifetime supply of Milky Way, there's just going to be endless crates of them at your house, I would sell that membership for whatever I could get for it because I would have no fucking interest.
Get a jar of salted peanuts and then just kind of push some into the top, and now it's a Snickers.
I'm not creating my own candy bar at home. First of all, they're just
have infinite free candy for life, and you can't spring for what 50 candy bars worth
Planters.
And you just push those in, and that.
You push them in. Fuck you. I'm not doing that. Milky Way are mush. Milky Way are fucking mush. They hurt my teeth. They're so mushy. I need some substance in my candy bar, which is why my third selection is the chocolate covered pretzel. Salty, sweet, chocolatey, and a crunch.
That doesn't.
Salt and chocolate are underrated. Kyle's got some solid. Oh, you know what's good? Almond M&Ms.
The peanut M&M only. I won't even touch a regular M&M.
Your almond M&M is the best.
You know what's actually pretty good? Those M&Ms. It's not a peanut M&M. It's got like the Reese's peanut butter inside the M&M.
Yeah, Reese's Pieces.
No. Because Reese's Pieces, it's a ridiculous ratio and they suck. These are big M&Ms with like it's like the size of a peanut butter or a peanut M&M.
Just get a jar of peanut butter and get it fuck over with. This is way too much peanut butter.
I eat peanut butter out of the jar
God.
it is ice cream sometimes.
That sounds really good, actually.
It's so good.
Everybody likes peanut butter.
But you know it's so bad. While you're eating peanut butter. And then you like have a nice spoonful of peanut butter and you're like, oh, that can't be right. Like looking at the label.
Whenever anybody brings up Reese's Pieces, I can't help but remember the time. I was just talking about it the other night with some guys, like when Harley was at my house and we were filming that video and we left White Boy unattended on the back porch and those whores that we had picked up at the bar were like feeding him a vodka, like a baby with a bottle, and like poisoning him essentially. And I came outside and I was like, "What are you doing to the little guy? Like he can't handle that. He doesn't drink." And White Boy had also eaten like a family-sized bag of Reese's Pieces. So like 20 minutes later, he's doing that thing where you can't even sit up and bend over to vomit. You're just kind of like laid back, just vomiting on yourself.
Oh no!
And it's this thick Reese's Pieces slurry that he's vomiting. And of course it's going all over my outside couch. Like, and Kitty's
peanut butter, it's going to reek.
And Kitty's violently allergic to peanut butter. She's not one of those people who gets itchy. She gives into anaphylactic shock and she has to hit herself with an EpiPen.
Alex is a bioweapon to her.
A fucking bioweapon. He's that alien from the Alien movies, just spitting acidic blood. Like it literally burns Kitty's skin off. Like I've seen it happen with peanut dust. Peanut dust got on her hand one time and the skin peeled off.
Oh my
Goodness
God.
gracious. It's absurd.
Peanut dust.
I don't remember. I think maybe at the grocery store where they've got those big fucking like
some guy
lids you lift up. And just like that, your skin's gone.
It's a terrible self-defense technique. Only works 1 in 130 times.
Yeah. What about sour candies? We've been on the chocolate thing.
I'm not a sour man when it comes to candy. I really don't like Sour Patch Kids. Never been for that. Yeah, any sour candies, I'm not really down.
It's not sour, but maybe vinegar Cape Cod potato chips are top notch.
The salt and vinegar chips.
And vinegar, yep.
Are we moving on to general snackery now?
Right. I wasn't sure if I broke the rules on that.
I'll allow it.
Right.
As Snackmeister in charge. The salt and vinegar potato chip is a top tier potato chip.
Cape Cod in particular, I think.
I like the crunch. Like you earned that snack. The roof of your mouth hurts after.
You can every so often I'll go on a long car drive and I see that like family bag of Cape Cod, and it's like, well, I'm gonna be in the truck for the next 9 hours, so I'm not looking for 6 chips.
Got a carbo load. It's a long drive.
Look, family of one.
There's no diet justification.
It's like an army of one, a family of one.
That's how I got into trouble. But but dude, you get like 2 inches into that bag, and it's like you need 3 days to heal from that burn.
Yeah. And there's not nearly as much as you want in those family-sized bags.
Wait, I was saying the opposite. There's too much. You can't eat it.
I'm always asking, what is it? A family of what? Robins?
My man over here's got like Billy Goat mouth flesh where he can have all the Cape Cod potato chips he wants and not suffer the effects.
It's like, oh, Taylor, you've been eating poison oak for half an hour. Oh, well, my goodness.
As a kid, I really liked Warheads. Those super sour little. I think they're gum. Like almost.
No. So what it is, they were okay, but they were only good because after the first minute and a half, it would become sweet. So you would fight through the absurdly powerful sour. And I remember thinking my dad was like a psychopath because those were huge when I was like in middle school, and I had a big bag of Warheads. And because everybody was eating them and it was fun at school, it was like, how many can you put in your mouth? 10? And like kids, like one kid burned the inside of his mouth pretty bad.
Because it's acid.
Yeah. And my dad, I remember like watching him eat them, and he would like put in like a yellow one. And then like when it got rid of the sour part, he like spit it out. And then would eat another one. He would only eat the sour time. And once it became sweet, he would spit it out. And I was just like, that's so, you're not getting the reward. It's like eating your vegetables so you can get your steak.
I love those as a kid. Like for me, it was elementary school, and they were very popular. Everybody wanted Warheads. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was elementary school. I say middle school, a bunch of 13-year-olds eating candy.
That's a crazy idea. 13-year-olds eat candy.
Oh, I know. I was saying like in school though, to bring, because obviously like my memory was like running around on the playground, and I was like, well, clearly that wasn't me at 13. We didn't have a playground at 13.
What are the worst candies? All right, so we talked about those peanuts. What are they called? The circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts, terrible. Good and Plenty's awful. Nerd rope. Part of this is because of the disappointment, because I remember on Nickelodeon seeing a commercial for Nerd rope and being like, this just changed the game. And then I got one at a gas station with like my grandma, and it wasn't even a letdown. It was actively bad. It was a bad tasting thing. So I think they got
How do you feel about Werther's Originals? That chewy caramel.
Oh, those are good.
Chew thing. My grandmother always had a bowl of those at her house, and I just remember as a kid ending up with lockjaw because I didn't have the you can't sympathize with this, I'm sure, but I didn't have the jaw power to chew up a Werther's Original at 5 years old. 5-year-old me would just get, oh God, what do I do? Like, I need a glass of hot water.
I was clearing out entire old folks' homes, wolfing them down. But you're right; those are good. Wait, you're talking about the soft chewables, right?
The soft, chewy caramels.
Soft chewables are good. The hard ones, the hard Werthers, are not good.
Not a big fan of that.
Those are only good if it's the only thing available and you're a bored child.
Yeah, agreed. I also like, this is going back the opposite way to candies. I do like the Big League Chew, the shredded bubble gum. Remember that stuff?
If they could unlock how to make that flavor like genuinely last 5 minutes, and that's not
grape or original.
Whatever was in the store.
Grape was the superior flavor.
I've got a couple terrible candies. One, Sugar Baby. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
Impossible to chew.
Some guy thought that he could fool the candy system by going, what if we go only sugar? No, there's got to be stuff else in there.
Here's another one. Next two are hugely overrated. Wax teeth. Oh my God. People would look forward to these wax teeth like they were. You put them on, you run around, you look like a vampire for a brief amount of time, and then it turns into like gum or something.
It's wax.
It's terrible. It's barely candy. If it's not candy, that stuff would never survive if it wasn't shaped like teeth.
That this wax turned into candy, and
it is gum. It's basically wax with sugar in it.
With like liquid water. It's like sugar water. injected into a wax form.
Dude, that candy would never survive if it wasn't teeth shaped. No one would.
Agreed.
No one would.
Oh, they make the little beer bottles of it though. Have you seen those? It's like these little. They might be called Coke bottles or something like that. You bite the
top off, and it's got a little liquid in there, and it's like it's another candy where the idea is so much more fun than the execution.
Practice. Yeah.
I have another candy that's wildly overrated. Double Bubble. Again, if that wasn't packaged with like cards or came in some like good distribution outlet, like the machine you put the quarter in, baseball cards, no one would eat Double Bubble if it had to compete with like the.
You're talking about you pull the two ends like a Tootsie Roll, and you've got a little pink.
You have a little bit of sidewalk chalk.
So that was huge when we played baseball. We would literally have a bucket of it. Like it would come in these like tubs that you like take the top off of, and that tub of Double Bubble would be sitting on the bench at the baseball games.
If that tub was filled with Bubblicious, it wouldn't last long at all. I bet they brought that same tub game to game to game.
By the end of the season, you're just chipping your teeth.
We loved it, but if someone ever broke out the Big League Chew, that was the winner for sure.
Taylor once said that Girl Scout cookies were just not as good, and if they had to compete on the open market with Oreos and Chips Ahoy, that no one would ever buy Girl Scout cookies. They only do it because of opportunity, like they push it at you and they make you feel like
sex appeal,
a good thing. Sure, for buying them. That's how I feel about Double Bubble. It would never work if
it's like one of those bikini car washes. You'd never let a bunch of fucking women wash your car if they weren't in bikinis.
Exactly.
I barely trust like a car washing professional, right? They'll scratch it all up. You gotta like rinse the sponge. You're just rubbing grit on the car if you don't do this properly. But you see like 5 college ladies in bikinis. You're like, yeah, go get it clean.
Yeah, go ahead. Then you leave and you're only like 20% of your car ever got wet and you're happy with the service.
They didn't even rinse.
$35 wash. Just you have to immediately pull into the one provided at the gas station.
That's how I feel when those little girls show up with their clipboards. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Come in. Let's talk about this.
Samoa? No, your mom can stay in the car. Hi. You
can get in my car.
I hate those candies. Or not candies, cookies. Those are shit.
I disagree strongly, by the way.
About the
Girl Scout cookies.
Are you going to say Thin Mint? Okay, Samoa's.
No, fuck Thin Mint. Samoas. Samoas are one of the best cookies that there are as far as like cookies you can buy. First of all, you can buy them in the store now. You can buy Girl Scout cookies in the store. I've seen them. The Samoa is like a lot of my favorite things. It's like chocolate and caramel and coconut. I like coconut. So I'm a big fan of the Samoa.
I like all those things, but Samoas do not have a weak spot for me. They have one that's like peanut butter in the middle. It's like a Nutter Butter.
Tag along?
It may be. I don't know the name of it, but it's essentially a Nutter Butter. And it dips in milk really well, which is a huge cookie character.
The Nutter Butter is a very good cookie.
The Nutter Butter.
You're probably right about that.
Because the Nutter Butter had scientists and R&D figuring out the optimum everything.
Not these hot little girls.
This fly-by-night,
not sexy girls in green mini skirts.
What a bunch of hot-ass little girls making them cookies. It was a couple of Jewish guys in a factory with some beakers and stuff.
This is why CNBC didn't want to work with me.
You shouldn't have linked him the clip. You should have been like, it's mostly a financial advice show.
You never link them the clip. You just go on. And then you're on there. And then the best part would be if you, at the end, you were like, RSK is the stock that I have put. I mean, it's been in my portfolio for years, and I'm hoping it'll be in yours. RSK for life. That's what I always say. Google it. You won't be disappointed.
I wonder what happens if you Google RSK.
It's some.
You know what happens.
There's a Bitcoin link. Is it a threat?
Oh, that would be great if there were a Bitcoin link so that the people over there would get confused at MSNBC.
Oh my God, it would work that much better. Yeah, dude, this is all Bitcoin stuff on mine.
I thought I had millions. I lost all my money to this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like the Nutter Butters. I like peanut butter just about anything. But you're so wrong about the fucking Reese's cups. Like, I'll tell you the perfect example of, and when I learned this, it's when I was a kid and it was Easter and my mom would get us these Easter eggs, and don't think an Easter egg. They were these peanut butter Easter eggs that they made at some sort of bakery somewhere.
You're holding
and
your hands in the size of a human head. Is that what?
That's the size they were. They were this. It was like a baked potato. Okay. Think of the biggest baked potato you've ever had. It's that of peanut butter coated in like a tiny amount of chocolate, just enough to cover the peanut butter up, essentially,
enough to keep it together.
And as like
chocolate,
as a 12-year-old, you get like 8 mouthfuls in, and you're just like have a stomach ache immediately.
This is the best day of my life.
You're like, how do I even preserve this for later? I need a Ziploc bag. It was so bad.
Yeah, but you're attributing that nonsense, and that does sound nonsensical. Having a football amount of peanut butter with a thin coating, like the Earth's crust of chocolate, that's ridiculous. What I'm talking about, the reject Christmas trees that are pumped out to be Easter eggs, those ones, that's a perfect ratio. It is a thick amount of chocolate on a bigger amount of peanut butter.
The more chocolate, the better. The peanut butter should be a special treat on the inside. I don't need 50-50 peanut butter. I want like 70-30.
No, when it comes to this kind of candy, I'm about equity. I want about a 50-50 split.
What's your number one movie snack?
Popcorn.
Oh.
You don't give a fuck about calories. You're picking what you want because you're a big boy.
I'm gonna eat crab leg and smoke a cigar. Just
get him out of here.
Watching the Shawshank Redemption. I'm just like,
more butter.
If you want to go that direction, Kyle,
Mister's got him good, huh? Crap.
Nothing, Matt. One time we snuck out of Cisco early. We watched a movie. We brought 5 guys and beer with us. I had like some sort of beer cider thing.
I did the same thing, but not 5 guys. I went to Chipotle. And my girlfriend and I went go to Chipotle. It was like right next to the movie theater in Buford, in the Mall of Georgia, and we put 2 of those honking gigantic fucking Chipotle burritos in her purse. It smelled like chicken the rest of the day. It was great. And then we got some large fountain drinks, and we had our Chipotle burritos, and it was amazing because we hadn't eaten dinner yet. We had timed this thing really poorly, and it was just like we'll do both at the same time. I don't want to miss
purse upgrade, right? What did it smell like before? Foundation or something?
Leather and fucking foundation. Yeah. Get out of here.
Chicken's way better. I bet your dog would agree.
Yeah.
This was probably. Oh, go ahead.
I like popcorn. I like the standard popcorn. I do like butter on it, but I like popcorn a lot. I think it's the
classic popcorn. That's
you get so much of it that like it seems like a great deal, even though that like it costs nothing to them and it's costing you like $8. It lasts through the whole movie. Like there's no way I can finish an entire popcorn.
Like when I get candy, this is why I think I haven't got candy at a movie since I was like 7, and because like then you get your one little box of candy, and before the previews are over, you're a kid and you're so excited you eat half of it, and then the rest of the movie, half of your attention is diverted to candy rationing. Whereas with popcorn, you're just eating like a king the whole time, and when you're done, it's like, oh, this 3 quarts, just fucking dump it out and let the acne.
I've seen your Twitch streams. I know you have movie theater money. You do not have to ration the Raisinets if you don't want to. You could be like, I'll take 4.
I certainly do. Like I certainly do need to be rationing. It's not the money. I'm not like, damn, I don't have Mike and Ike cash. But it's 2 for 4. I should stock up in case COVID comes back again. Just nothing but Mike and Ike's. But that was that's a good candy too. Mike and Ike's are pretty good. I would put them
not bad.
Middle of the road tier. C, I guess.
Yeah,
not even sure if I've ever had them.
Really? They're kind of jelly beanish. They'd be comparable.
I do like jelly beans.
Yeah, they're like better jelly beans. I'm not a big fan of jelly beans. Maybe because a lot of the time I've had them, they've been like in dishes that have been sitting.
A good gourmet jelly bean can be pretty good.
I like the Harry Potter jelly beans.
I was about to bring those up, and like I remember when those came out, like people would be like, "Oh, try this one. It's vomit. Oh, this one's cum."
It says Harry Potter.
Like, why are you guys doing this?
This is BeanBoozled. BeanBoozled does that, and you can
maybe that's what it is. I don't think Harry Potter beans were selling cum and vomit.
It's not cum actually. It's spoiled milk or coconut. So
booger.
BeanBoozled, for those unfamiliar, there'll be 2 identical looking jelly beans, and one will be like, what's green flavor? Mint. And the other will be lawn clippings. One will be chocolate and the other will be vomit or dog poop or something like that. And you don't know what you got until you bite into it. Now, you can squeeze it and cheat, but that's cheating, and Colin gets mad at you for that.
That's cheating. Do you ever, like, fool him? You get the dog do one, you eat it, and like, chocolate. And then he grabs the other one, the old crisscross switcheroo.
That's not how it works. I don't know how the game works. Yeah, no, you take it out from a larger container. Like, it's all stored. You don't know. No one knows if you get a win or lose in this thing. Yeah.
No, I love how you phrase that. No one knows. Anyone's gamble.
Yeah.
It's called bean attack.
BeanBoozled? Is that what you're looking for?
BeanBoozled. BeanBoozled. Let's see. Oh, the 5th edition challenge. Only $60? Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a game you can make out of it. Oh, here they are. Here's the...
That's not expensive, actually. This isn't $60.
So you can have coconut or spoiled milk. They look the same. Buttered popcorn or rotten egg. Peach or barf. Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. Like, these are the... And they both look...
Pear or booger.
Tutti frutti or stinky socks. Birthday cake, identical to dirty dishwasher. And then you bite in and you find out if you won or lost. And the game is just a little, like, spin thing. I don't know what's it, like, Chutes and Ladders, maybe. You spin the little thing, and it'll tell you to grab a yellow one. There it is.
Okay.
If you become an expert, you're like, oh, no. Like, the downside of strawberry banana smoothie is the worst. Dead fish is my least favorite flavor. God. Whereas, like, spoiled milk, maybe isn't quite as bad as dead fish.
Another good candy are Charleston Chew. I would put them around B level for me. I like those.
That sounds like a black candy from the civil rights era.
Well, I know that they sold it at Toys R Us.
It's inside of it sense. Is a white, like, sugary taffy type thing, and when you bite it, it just takes a lot. I can see why a man with, like, massive mastication muscles would like the Charleston Chew. You're just flexing on everybody.
Yeah. Just wolfing down Charleston Chews. Not even enjoying them. Those are good. What other fucking candies do I like? Reese's Fast Break. That's in the S tier. Those aren't even around as much anymore. But it's got the chocolate, the peanut butter, and it's got a nice nougat layer there, which complements the other two ingredients nicely. You would like that, Kyle. Have you ever had a Fast Break?
Yeah, I've had them. I'm not a huge fan. I really like the standard minis.
You said you liked the Nutrageous ones, and the Nutrageous isn't nearly as good as the Fast Break.
I really do like the Nutrageous. I like peanuts. I like the peanuts in there. It's like a peanut Reese's cup candy bar.
How about Paydays? I like Paydays.
Ooh,
Almond Joy.
The one that's that Payday is the one that's mostly peanuts, right?
It's peanuts just held together with caramel.
Dude, you cannot eat that in your car if you're looking to avoid crumbs. That is an outdoor, like, at the gas pump type of treat where you can leave. You ever
looked at the calories on a Payday?
I can't imagine.
I used to buy those, and I'm like, it's like a healthy treat. And I'd be like on my way to hockey practice or something. And at the time, I was so active, it never mattered or anything. But I would eat that, eating that at some point, being like, "Oh, what?" And it's like, ingredients: 85 peanuts, half a cup of caramel. It's like, oh, okay. I guess it is two very dense.
Then we cover it all in chocolate.
Yeah, no, there's no chocolate on it.
There's no chocolate? It's just caramel and peanuts?
Caramel holding together a mass of peanuts. I can't believe
it's very salty.
How do you even handle it?
Like.
Oh, carefully.
462 calories in that. That is actually a lot.
It's like a Big Mac's 550.
I'm laughing at Taylor, but dude, I'm in my 40s and it's not that I didn't know trail mix was really high in calories. It's just that I had an association with trail mix and maybe nuts in general as athletes' food. Like this is in the same way that maybe a comparable idiot would think that Gatorade was like kind of good for you, right? Because athletes eat it, right? Athletes drink that. This is what it's got electrolytes so that you can play basketball.
I need this 300-calorie drink just like Tiger Woods does.
right.
See, that's the thing. Like Gatorade is great for you if you're Michael Jordan playing 42 minutes a game, like if you're out there fucking sprinting up and down the court for 42 minutes a game, you need 300 calories of like sugary, salty electrolytes. You need them.
Maybe.
Just to
I bet
keep
he drinks
performing.
water.
I don't know about that. I usually don't feel fucked up because I usually try to get on it real quick with like a bunch of that fucking kombucha nonsense. God, that shit is nasty. Fuck that shit.
That shit is not that bad. It's not that bad. You just have to get a good flavor.
It tastes like a sock. You know what's worse than kombucha? Hard kombucha beer. Some jackass brought a 6-pack of hard kombucha to my last party. And every time I have a party, I'm cursed with an 18-pack of Miller Lite or something, and like a sour fruit beer. And now I got to deal with a 6-pack of kombucha, dirty sock beer that somebody snuck into the fridge. I can't throw it away because of the alcoholism, but eventually it means I got to get into it, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Those sour beers are the grossest shit I've ever tasted. I'm blown away when I go to a restaurant and they're like, "We have a wonderful sour." It's like, why would I want this? It tastes.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself. It is. Woody doesn't know because he doesn't drink beer. A sour beer is the grossest shit. It tastes like all the bad parts of sweet tarts and none of the good parts. None of the sugar. None of the good kick. It's all the nasty puckery. Ugh.
I like sour. I'm half thinking I might like this beer.
You probably would like this beer, Woody. You probably would. I'm going to send all of them to you.
What were those super sour candies? Warheads?
Warheads.
Yeah. Oh, my mouth just watered thinking about Warheads.
I remember thinking my dad was a fucking psychopath because we would get Warheads, when they were popular, and I was maybe 10 or something, the big bag there, and he would suck on them until the sour went away, and then he would spit them out. Because the way Warheads worked, I don't even know if you can still buy those, is it's the most intensely sour, uncomfortable flavor for about 2 minutes. And then it melts that away and it's like nice and sweet. It's like you get a little reward after dealing with it. Yeah. And some of them had gum, I guess. I never had a gum one, but gum. He would suck on them. And then as soon as it got to sweet, he would like spit them out. And it was like, you're a monster.
That's one of those
lemon
things.
Lemon drops are good.
Like growing up, like playing baseball, we had the concession stand, and that was one of the things that was in there for like a quarter. That's like a quarter like thing at the concession stand, and I would always have a pocket of those when I played baseball. So like I just had those like cemented, and it's almost an olfactory thing. They're so goddamn sour, like they turn your mouth fucking inside out.
They make you pucker, sour. like Woody said, like, oh, lemon drops are good. Lemon drops are a solid candy. Imagine you take all that wonderful sweet and you remove it entirely from a lemon drop, and then you take the sour and you magnify it by 50. That's what a Warhead is.
Yeah. They're covered in some sort of acid.
I remember a kid in my school was like, I can eat all the blue raspberry Warheads in this pack at the same time, and he got rashes on the inside of his mouth.
And he died.
He passed.
He was hit by a car, but his mouth was so blue at the funeral, it was humiliating for his parents.
Man, they were really innovating in candy then. That was an exciting time.
The 90s is true candy innovation time.
Whew, Warheads, I don't see any of that stuff now.
No, remember when remember the nerd rope?
Oh,
I'm younger than all you, so like I was still a kid when the nerd rope was coming out, and I remember being like so stoked on that. And then I tried one, and it's horrible.
Runts.
It's horrific. It's just the worst candy. Runts are the most bullshit candy. I hate Runts.
I love Runts. I had the dual pack of Runts. It's this little, it looks like a juice box, and on the right side it was grape, and on the left side it was like strawberry or something like that, and you could get a few of those out and mix and match. Fucking little sour
loved
sweet
Runts
candies. I was 4.
Okay,
sugar.
4. Okay, fair enough. At 4,
I like Pop
I got
Rocks.
a box of them right here. You want some Runts? Like no, I was childhood. Why are you being mean?
I'd rather have a Good and Plenty than a Runt, and I would rather die than have a Good and Plenty.
You don't like Good and Plenty?
What are you? What year were you born? 1908.
What are you talking about?
Hang on, what's in a Good and Plenty?
It's the licorice flavored Mike and Ike's.
Oh, yeah, even their color sucks.
Okay, I was thinking of a whatchamacallit.
Yeah, they only sold that candy because like everyone was in the Great Depression.
You ever had a whatchamacallit?
A whatchamacallit? Yeah, I have. Those are
They're
solid.
like Nutty Buddy bars, but you know.
But it's not as good as a Nutty Buddy bar.
It's not as there's not as much peanut butter or something.
There is nothing that melts on your hand faster than touching a Nutty Buddy bar.
Because that's not real chocolate. Whatever that is melts instantly.
It's like all palm oil, and it immediately like liquefies when you touch it.
Yeah, there's very little cocoa in whatever makes that. They've had to use paint or something, but those things are fucking delicious.
They are good.
Fucking delicious. Yeah.
Do they even
I'm a
make those
Toblerone man.
Yeah, I had one the other day.
Oh, la-di-da. oh, my goodness. Gentlemen, we are in the presence of a Toblerone man.
Bag?
Oh, you can.
In case anyone wants to know, yes, I have been to the airport recently, which is why I'm eating this sophisticated candy. No, you may not have a triangle. I know you're going to say square because you're an idiot, but they are not squares.
They are triangles, and they come in their triangle box that you slide them out of classily and then break them off. I remember the first time I had a Toblerone and thinking in my head, like, this is how adults eat candy. Out of a big triangle container. Yeah.
Do you like the Ferrero Rocher things?
Those are good. Yeah, I like those.
Ferrero Rocher, maybe.
I think it's Ferrero Rocher.
It's those little hazelnut candies.
It's the best
little ball that you've got to like unwrap.
Oh yeah, those are good.
They sell them in drugstores. Yeah, and like
those make you feel really bad for mowing through like 50 of them in a night.
I've never eaten more than one at a time. Good God.
Oh man, I've eaten I've eaten dozens.
Fuck, they're like bonbons or something. Like it's like a huge piece of. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember,
we know what they are, Kyle. Taylor and I know we know how bad we feel.
I feel like I get really. I feel like I get sick to my stomach if I ate that much hazelnut.
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
I remember being a kid and like wanting Turkish Delight so much because I saw The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I didn't know what it was, and that kid was like willing to sell his family to the fucking farm for some Turkish Delight, and so I imagined it was this really, really good candy. Apparently it's not. I've never had it.
I did this same thing, but I was an adult. I'm 48 years old now. I probably did this at 47.
Wow. All right. So for those who don't know,
like, dude, Turkish Delight must be fucking amazing. This kid would do anything for it.
Yeah.
So what do? You fucking go to the rainforest. Amazon.com. Like, do they sell Turkish Delight? Fuck yeah, they sell Turkish Delight. This is the thing I can make happen. We will redirect the finances of the Woodworth Empire to Turkish Delight. They don't have a lot of it. I think it was kind of expensive. Whatever. $28 later, I've got candy. I try like one of them. Hate it.
Is it rose? Second one. Is it rose flavored?
I don't know.
Rose flavored.
It was too hard to chew. It was coated with it was white coated, so you'd think it'd be very sugary. Somehow, still not. And I tried a second and a third, and I couldn't convince myself that I liked the stuff. I threw the box away.
Yeah, so
this stuff looks gross.
They're supposed to be like the most common flavor, I believe. I've never had them. I believe the most common flavor is rose. Like they use like rose water. But I've heard of like lime. I think lime.
People in Turkey don't know candy.
No one eats that stuff and enjoys it. It's like fruitcake or something like that. I watched Binging with Babish make it once. I like fruitcake too, actually. I like that. I really do. Everybody's like, fruitcake. And it's like, yeah, that's fucking tasty. I bet it would be good if you took a slice and like put it on the grill or something like that and let it caramelize. I like fruitcake.
Could be.
It's fruitcake season. It's coming.
Fruitcake is I'm sending you a fruitcake.
American chocolate. They're like, American chocolate can't even be advertised as chocolate outside of America because it's not really chocolate. But fuck you. There is no country on earth who compares to America's dessert and candy prowess. We are number one by a long shot. You go to fucking Yugoslavia for candy, it's meat.
Fucking idiot.
Meat. Well, Yugoslavia's not a country anymore, but work with me.
With me. Because they didn't have any goddamn candy.
Yeah, maybe they would have got along
now
with
Burma,
each other.
They've got candy.
Like that. You go around the world, no one can hang with American candy. We are far and away the best, and that includes desserts.
This is going to be the most controversial thing said on the episode because you already know, like Europeans as a whole already rip into Hershey and American candy all the time.
We make better candy. It's not even close.
Did they in the hundreds of years of history in Europe, did they ever put peanut butter and chocolate together? Not once. Not once. It was up to America to storm that beach and force them to enjoy high quality candy.
If Europeans knew a goddamn thing about candy or desserts like Americans did, they'd match our obesity rates. But no, those fucks don't even come close.
These fucking retards. They don't even know candy. They don't even know candy.
Can we stop talking about candy? I'm so hungry and I want candy now.
If you could have one kind of candy right now?
Chocolate payday.
Oh, wait, I overloaded on paydays. My parents had a Costco membership when I was a kid, so somehow I snuck like a box of paydays into the cart, and I must have gone through that thing in like 9 days. Like one of those giant 52 packs. Oh man, I would sneak one every time I walked by.
Paydays are so tasty. I didn't even know they made them in chocolate until you said that just now.
I want apple pie with ice cream on top. That's what
it's caramel, peanuts, and chocolate coating it.
I had one. It's been a while.
No chocolate coating it.
No chocolate coating.
It's basically peanuts swimming in caramel.
But this is the new one though. This is the chocolate payday.
Oh, never mind. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, chocolate I discovered this just the other day. That's what drove me to eat a candy bar. I was like, chocolate payday. Are you out of your mind?
Just when we thought we had achieved perfection, Americans keep innovating.
And I was driving 7 hours to buy weed, so it was like, this seems like a good time to have a chocolate payday. But I had that instance where somebody was regaling me with a bit of a tale of how they all went on one of it. So we've got like a gaming Discord, right? I say, the PKA Discord, but I game in it. So that to me, it's that. Mm-hmm. And I guess we've all kind of got a tight knit group. These guys go on trips together in real life now. A lot of them do. And like they invited this one guy on the trip they didn't know very well. And they were talking about how he was like scarfing down the fucking the what's little
moon
Debbie's?
Pies.
and the moon pies. And the guy was like, I had bought those moon pies. Those were my moon pies. He's like, there's 12 in a box. And after he ate the fourth one, I said, hey, dude, they're individually wrapped for a reason. And I just thought, like, that's such a good, like there's no retort to that. You just have to be like,
you just sit there with moon pie on your face.
you just avoid eye contact and finish your moon pie and go to bed.
No, have you ever had a moon pie? The very idea of a second, like it is the most dense.
Wait, I have to pull this
forms of sugar.
Your mouth would be so dry.
Look up a moon pie. It's like the kind of snack that like truckers get at gas stations when their blood sugar's low, and you need 400 calories of sugar right just now.
So
okay, because in Canada,
they are.
Zach, can we have a moon pie picture?
It's a moon pie when you. Hang on, let me guess. In Canada, a moon pie is when you come on a girl's ass.
No, that's pretty good though. Man's ass.
That's what I call it here.
I thought you were talking about a half moon because that's what we sell in Canada. You guys know half moons?
No, I haven't heard of that.
You could fucking.
That's when those girls wear those pants where they like.
Okay, this is a half moon in Canada. You see this item? You see this item? Yeah, only look at half of it, and now take the chocolate off of it.
Oh, that's your fucking healthcare system at work. That's what y'all pay for in exchange. Y'all get half the cookie and they take the chocolate.
No, but actually, it looks
oh my god,
1,000 times better than that.
What? Fuck you! No, we spent the first 20 minutes of the show trying to figure out what gay is. Canadian moon pies are gay.
Yeah, I mean,
you haven't pulled it up yet. You have to see it.
You told us what it was.
No, I got it. No.
Yeah, it's ours, but worse.
I could tell that those don't have the like this. The half moon's a Twinkie. It's a flattened Twinkie.
Yeah. Taylor, do you know what a Canadian moon pie is?
No.
It's when you come in a guy's ass.
Gotcha. Now you're gay. Everyone, leave in the comments that Harley is gay. Harley's gay. Everyone's joking about it. Everyone knows he's gay. He's the gayest man in Canada.
Finster, get out of my
Very few people are that well known. He's the tallest Jew and the gayest Canadian.
No, the banana moon pie.
No, that's
wait. I pulled up a Walmart link. Pull it up.
Let me finish now. Look, that banana moon pie, one of my favorite childhood treats. Okay, love those fucking things. I will say this: it's like a Popeye's biscuit. This thing, that inside cookie, if they call it that, it is not a cookie.
It's all but
it
powder.
Is a substance. That the cookie, if you will, of this is a substance that you have never put in your mouth before. Okay, it's crumbly and yet spongy. It's tough and yet it sort of melts in your mouth like cream or nougat or something like that. It's bizarre. They are not good. I do not recommend them.
I haven't had one since I was young.
Don't have a moon pie. I don't know anything about
all these things, by the way, all of these, like, these types of things like snowballs and ho-hos.
Yeah.
All of those treats are a billion times better in Canada. I'm not trying to defend my country's honor, like when you guys are making fun of being like, no, wait, the snacks are good. No, but I promise you guys, I don't eat Swiss rolls in the USA or snowballs or anything that like Hostess makes or whatever in the USA. They're so drastically different in Canada. It's crazy. And I think our half moons exist because what you're right, you might be right, like per individually wrapped food, like the calorie or sugar might be so high that we can only do the half.
Let me ask you this. Do y'all do the Reese's with 4 cups in the fucking slider?
We did get that. It's like it has a 4th cup, right? With
what
like
do you mean
a yellow
you did
band.
Get that? You make it sound like
3.
it's the iPhone 14. Like, yeah,
it is. No, we got that. We got that like last year. The 4th cup came in like last year.
Dude, Reese's is the most, like, no one is innovating in get fat food like Reese's is. They have come out with fucking, like, I don't know, big fat ones, quad ones. You need giant ones,
it's a problem.
Ones, pretzel ones, potato chip Reese's.
But you know what? I have an issue with it. I love Reese's Pieces. I've always loved Reese's Pieces.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
You want a little movie
problem. Here's the problem. I want Reese's Pieces. I don't necessarily always want Reese's Pieces with the peanut in it. And now I can only find Reese's Pieces with the peanut in it. There's the old school Reese's Pieces at any of my corner stores.
They had Reese's Pieces.
You got to order Reese's Pieces with a peanut inside of it. Supply store.
I've never had that.
Again, I like this piece of trivia he's about to give you guys.
Yes, I want to hear.
Do you know the trivia already?
No. I wanted you to ask.
It's the ET trivia. You know it's the ET trivia?
Yeah.
Oh, is it about walkie-talkie?
Steven, it's about how a Jew saved Reese's.
Steven Spielberg wanted M&Ms. All right, he wanted M&Ms because that's his favorite candy, and they were like, "No, we don't. We're good. We don't want it in your weird fucking alien movie." And Reese's Pieces was like, "Yeah, hook us up. Let's do it. I bet aliens would love a nice peanut buttery treat." and that really saved the whole brand.
It was that iconic scene where they're putting it down and he's following the candy and eating it. Reese's Pieces, actually, Reese's was going bankrupt that year. They were like, they had been in the red for like a decade and it was over. And then sales went up like 8,000% after the movie, and it never went down after that. Like,
now it's cool.
In the movie.
It has to be in the fucking movie theater now. Like every time you go to the movie, that's where you get it, Harley. If you actually wanted it, every time you go to the movie theater, that's just quintessential.
No, but it's Reese's Pieces with the peanut in it in Canada.
I don't understand what you mean. Like peanut, like actual hard,
like a full
nuts?
Peanut.
Like imagine a peanut M&M, but it's a Reese's Pieces, but it's a peanut.
I've never had that.
Okay, so that's all we have here.
Go to the movie.
How does it differ from a peanut M&M?
Is he still rolling in YouTube money?
It has the peanut butter still. It is a full Reese's Pieces.
Oh,
but it's like a big one. It's a ball, like with a peanut inside of it.
Okay, so they take a peanut and then they cover it with peanut butter and then they wrap that in chocolate and then they put that candy coating on the top so it doesn't melt. And you don't want that.
I'm not saying I don't want that. I love it. That's everywhere. That's all you can get. And you're looking at a Canadian one.
I thought it said peanut arachnid.
I was not only that.
I see it too.
Another way to say peanut in French is cacahuète. So you should be happy that they didn't put cacahuète.
Oh. Is that French for peanut?
Yeah, arachide.
Arachide. Or so is cacahuète.
Is it really?
Yeah, so is cacahuète. You're not taking that in. Cacahuète.
That's such a good... the peanut butter in my chocolate. That's one of my favorite Family Guy clips from like the old episodes. You know what it's Oh, you didn't know what that was referencing, Woody?
Oh, I know the commercial. I don't know the Family Guy.
Oh, it's when there's a guy driving and he's like, I sure love eating peanut butter. And there's another guy who's like, I love chocolate. And then they have a head-on collision and both get in a horrible accident and it combines. And then an officer who's like, I'm Officer Reese's. What's going on here? And then he eats it and kills both of them. And then so he can have his secret. Reese's S-tier candy. I'm not that big of a candy eater, but if I was, I wouldn't be a sampler. It'd all be Reese's and Twix. As far as the common
only
candies.
eat candy when I'm on the road, right? Like the scenario is usually this: I'm on a motorcycle and I need to walk a little bit, like get off the darn bike while I gas up. And the most tempting things are whatever Reese has cooked up this week. They are just finding new ways to combine peanut butter and chocolate every month, and I need to know what's up.
Speaking of low quality snacks,
Take 5, dude.
Oh, I've had Take 5. They're good.
I fucking love Take 5s.
I haven't had one for. Oh, you're you a fast break guy, Caleb? Reese's fast break.
Yeah, the Reese's fast break. There's like 2 sizes though. One of them I don't like, and one of them I just eat, swallow it without chewing it.
I used to get the big one I gained a little bit of noticeable weight after I turned 16, and it was like I can just stop at gas stations anytime.
Oh, same. Yeah.
I can just have a Reese's fast break candy. And then that was that same phase where I'm like, all right, I'm getting a Reese's fast break, but I'm going to stick healthy on the beverage side, get myself a nice 24-ounce Arizona iced tea, with ginseng, Woody. It has ginseng in it.
I know. I don't know why I laughed.
Yeah, that's a medicine effectively. And then you I don't even want to imagine how many calories are in one of those, because it's just soda. It's just an uncarbonated soda. In the Arizona ginseng green tea,
I would guess because it's 24 ounces, like you said, it's big. I would guess 100.
It was very. Okay,
I bet it cracks 200 calories.
24 ounces, 100%. 100%.
Probably 240 calorie servings, I would assume.
Oh, I went for the can, right? I don't want them to pull that 2 servings in a can trick. I'm not falling for it.
All right, someone's gonna have to do some quick mental math.
That's a cute dog.
But a 16.9 fluid ounce serving is 130 calories and 34 grams of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you were to add up to 24 ounces, Kyle, off the top of your head, what is that?
I wasn't
That would
listening.
be 210.
It's about
210
5
calories.
times larger.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what was it? 160?
130 for 16.9 fluid ounces.
Yeah, it'd be just under 210.
It does have
5 or something.
120% of your vitamin C. So you take the good with the bad.
I'm getting 195, but I'm not sure I'm right.
Ooh, right on the cusp. Either way, those were good, and I thought that they were like a healthier alternative to a Diet Pepsi or something at the time, which they are not. Although people are always talking about aspartame.
Mm-hmm.
If it were that bad, Kyle would be dead.
I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've gone significant periods of time without water passing your lips.
Years.
Years.
Yes.
Years.
Unless
you count ice in soda. Sometimes the fridge can't get them cold fast enough, so you gotta put some of that disgusting ice in there and get a little water's
down your soda.
Every now
drink
and
it double fast.
And sometimes you jump in the pool, you swallow a little accidentally. Other than that, no, not drinking any water.
No. Fish fucking it. It's disgusting.
I used to drink even just for hydration. I would carry around a half gallon of tea, because it's
for hydration.
Yeah, why not? It's got some caffeine in there.
Not even sweet, sweet tea or
no unsweet tea, artificially sweetened tea.
Yeah,
a big scoop of sweet and low in there, and lemon.
Basically, hydrate with diet soda.
Yeah,
I drink a lot of water, but I'm a fancy man. I drink sparkling water. Yeah.
If I'm doing something that's going to make me sweaty, I'll have a Gatorade or a water. But as far as what I drink continuously, it's zero sugar soda. It's Mr. Pibb Zero over there. These new Sprites are real good. It's cherry lime zero sugar Sprite. That's good.
Zero sugar chill. This episode's also brought to you by Sprite Zero Sugar Chill.
Shout out to Sprite Zero.
The official soda of Hamas.
That can doesn't look like a Sprite product.
Do you guys like Dr. Pepper?
I used to.
But this is better. I've switched to Mr. Pibb because they've got Pibb Zero and it's really fucking good. It tastes like cherry. It's good.
I think Mr. Pibb is very good. I think Mr. Pibb is a close second to Dr. Pepper. But I just love Dr. Pepper. I don't know why.
Dr. Pepper Zero is pretty good.
Do you only drink regular or do you drink diet?
I drink regular. I feel like the zeros give me no energy and the normals give me energy, and I use it for energy. Whenever I record or work out or something like that, I'll drink a soda.
we were Halloween's coming up, of course. We were talking about, I was in the chat yesterday telling Taylor and Chiz
candy,
that I'm trying to figure out what kind of candy to give the children in my neighborhood. And I sent them that map of all the popular candies, every state in the United States, because the rest of the world doesn't exist. We don't care what y'all eat.
No,
and,
I don't think they do Halloween in the rest of the world.
Mexico does, right? Day of the Dead, such.
It's basically Halloween, sure.
Yeah. I like, I think I settled on a mixture of Snickers and Reese's, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to branch out and get like some Jolly Ranchers and stuff too. But I do like the idea. So I've got a refrigerator with like one of the, like a big wine fridge that I usually just keep my sodas in. I'm thinking about wheeling that out on the porch, and it's got the clear door, and just stocking it with like, I don't know, maybe six sodas at a time, so they can't clean me out.
Yeah,
and like half a dozen cold candy bars at a time or something. Again, so they can't clean me out. And just keep restocking it, because like you said, like a cold soda would be so awesome if you were trick-or-treating.
Oh yeah, that'd be big. Like
I'm making some assumptions about Atlanta's population, but I'm trying to Google what is the most popular candy for Black people.
Yeah, Sprite. Sprite's the soda, and I'm way ahead of you. Yeah, they love Sprite.
What are you way ahead of me on? Because did your Google search come up with cotton candy also?
No, I didn't Google
that.
What's that, Kyle?
Black people like cotton candy?
That's what the internet says.
How would you hand out cotton candy?
I think you're missing the joke, but that's what it said.
I'm there. Like I'm there with the cotton.
Okay.
Yeah, I would not want to be given cotton candy ever. It's a dog shit candy.
It's real gross, and when your fingers get sticky, like what are you gonna do? Like I'm walking around the neighborhood all sticky and gross now. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I disagree. It's sugar, and I like it. Not that I'm gonna pick it or give it out or whatever, but like if you got cotton candy and we were walking at the fair today, and you're like, "Woody, can I share? You want some?" Yeah.
I would say no. I would say no if I was offered cotton.
Really?
Candy. If you offered me a deep fried Twinkie, I'd be like, oh, fucking cut it in half. Let's split that thing. Let's do this.
I think you're that's big. That's mogul moves, having cold soda for the trick-or-treaters. I remember just I remember just one time I was in a I don't remember how old I was, probably 8 or 9, but I was doing that thing where like you hit one neighborhood and then your parents drive you to like a friend's neighborhood and then you hit that one and you get all the candy. And there was one house that was handing out like ice cold Cokes and Sprites. And I remember being like, oh, what? Like the possibility of getting soda door to door hadn't dawned on me. And I remember thinking like, this is an awesome house. Like, this is the best house I've come across. They know everybody else is given food, and that chocolate, it makes you thirsty. You're parched, and you're walking around, you're exercising, and now you got an ice cold Sprite to wash down your candy mix. So I think you should lean into it. Yeah, you'll never get your house egged because people will defend your house. They'll be like, protect the soda man's house. Soda man
house. There'll be a war, an army of goblins and ghosts and vampires protecting your home.
Each with an empty can of Sprite, or mostly empty, to throw at the teenage hoodlum. So yeah, I think if you went cold candy bar and cold soda, I don't think there's a house in Atlanta that could compete with you.
You're gonna be a legend.
When I got the soda out of my main refrigerator, it made everything so much nicer. I have a wine fridge completely stocked with sodas.
I do
like I stock it completely full, like it's an episode of Cribs, and sit back and like, yeah, that's 85 fucking sodas in that bitch.
I have a wine fridge or a beer fridge also.
It takes a day to cool off.
I cannot. Yeah, it does take a long time to get them all ice cold. I cannot remember the last time like an actual beer was in my beer fridge. It's Fresca, Diet Pepsi, and like lemon waters. And that's,
in my gym, I've got I've got one of those Red Bull coolers or refrigerators, like from my a gas station convenience store with the lid you pull off the top. And I just got that full of Gatorade. But like right behind my couch, because the kitchen is back there, I have that wine fridge stocked full of like my 3 favorite sodas, and I love it. And now my main fridge can just be food, which is so much better.
It is.
But yeah,
Josh,
I think I want
to down on the candy thing. What are you giving out this year? Are you going to be a peasant, a pauper, giving out handfuls of trash nonsense, or are you going to go big?
Candy corn.
Man, I'm gonna be surprised if we get trick or treaters. To be honest, in this where I live, we just moved into my own place, thankfully, 2 months ago, and we're kind of on like a county road, a long driveway, and then across from a long driveway, and far from the neighbors. I'm really not sure we're gonna get any trick or treaters, but now you got me thinking that I better get at least a bag of something.
Definitely something.
I'm gonna go with like Kit Kat bar, the shareable size ones, man, and some Snickers and Reese's. I think Snickers and Reese's are always global popular, or at least from the southern perspective, I feel like those are always kingpins. Like Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew. It's a W all the way. So probably
Reese's,
just like some general chocolate mix bag.
Oh, I feel
Reese's
like
and Snickers you can't go wrong with.
I feel like I got a small dick for my Halloween now. Kyle's talking about he's got a damn fridge he's going to put out there and the damn refrigerated candy bars is awesome.
If you've got $200, you can get yourself a refrigerator. I'm not flexing that hard.
I have a mini fridge too, but I'm not feeling.
Well, la dee da with your fridge.
It's more of an idea than like a flex. It's like
more of a concept.
Soda out there for it. Now
it's a theoretical.
Some physical effort involved, you know. Yeah. It's a good thought, man.
Pretty strong.
I like it.
I think I could get. I wanted something other than candy, though. I like the idea of like, oh, that's the boiled peanut house, or like, oh yeah, that's the yogurt man.
Don't be the fucking yogurt man unless you want broken windows. Dude, if I would have showed up at a house and there was a yogurt man, like I never terrorized homes after the fact.
It didn't fruit on the bottom. Let's go. I'm
just
regular as a
razor blades and explain you forgot to get candy.
Probiotic. Hell yeah.
What do kids love? Not
probiotics. They love granola and probiotics. They're gonna be fucking rizzed out with and goated with the sauce. It's gonna be sick.
Just shit in your mailbox in 2 minutes.
You know what? Some guy who is alpha with you're gonna get full cans of Coke from his house thrown through your windows.
Dude, so here's my situation. I have a long driveway and no one comes. For the first like 3 years, we bought all this candy because like we have a big house, so I didn't want to like give out anything less than appropriate candy, right? Like big Snickers bars and stuff.
100%.
So, and then every year we got zero trick-or-treaters, none. We had decorations and stuff like to attract them. It didn't work. They just didn't, I guess the walk reward ratio wasn't there. Mm-hmm. So now we just don't even turn the lights on and don't do it because all the buying the candy did was make my family fat. And
you're still going, sorry.
Yeah. So now, if someone were to knock on my door, I have no choice but to give them edibles because it's the only candy.
Don't be that guy.
I got some gummies. I don't know what else to do.
Don't be that guy.
Do not be that guy.
Genius.
Do not be the guy that like myths are made from.
Give them drugs. Oh, that's the biggest flex ever. Like, imagine if you were giving $5 bills out.
Ooh,
you want to get robbed?
That's a flex.
If you're just like the kids are strippers, and the parents look, and you're like doing this, and the kids are all dancing, and
they're kids. I realize like half a roll of pennies.
Okay, Dennis Hastert, good idea.
Yeah, I'm giving away stuff. Jared's not a bad idea.
Actually, that's a great idea, Kyle. You could get on the local news.
Yeah,
local creep giving out money.
Makes it rain on some local kindergartners.
Calling him the yogurt man, and everyone hates him.
I've seen people who had the same situation as you, Woody, with the long driveway, and you don't want to do this, but people who are like super into Halloween for whatever reason, I always suspect pedophilia. They'll set up this whole little pavilion at the end of the driveway with like square hay bales around and jack-o'-lanterns and
table.
You do this thing where you got a candle in a paper bag and make this like spooky thing that's real cheap and easy to make. They'll have a whole little thing at the end of the driveway.
I'll attach the trailer to the tractor. We'll do hay rides, which is like an October thing, and I'll bring them. But everyone said that was like a liability nightmare. That like farm equipment and children are a rough mix. And 2, I don't know if it would even work. So
it'd be hard to like. You need a crowd of kids to show up at the end of your driveway to make that work. I did one of those.
I was going to go into the subdivision, right? Like go to where the kids are, haul them like a quarter mile back to the house.
So you're just like a really creepy
Hello,
like Pied
children.
Piper. Just
Here's some weed gummies.
Collecting. How long? How long before the police get called when a strange man in his own fucking farm equipment is collecting children from the cul-de-sac? No, we've got even more candy back in my house.
Imagine if a scarecrow pulled up driving a tractor and Jared from Subway's in the back beckoning the children in. Like that's
handing out
the Pied Piper
6 inches.
6-inch sublongs.
Well played. Well played. I like it.
That is disappointing that you had to eat your own candy, because I know candy is a big love of your life, Woody. You love the sugar and the sweets. And so that is tough. I had so much extra candy after last year that like I easily gained a pound off of it in the following week, because every time I would walk past my foyer, I'm like, doo-doo, they're so little. Like, because I got some regular size Snickers, and those, like, I handed those all out first, except I still had a couple of those left. Yeah, it's not, maybe that was
my
2 years
favorite
ago.
Candy is Reese's miniatures. It's the perfect chocolate to peanut butter ratio. The miniatures.
You've had this
so
debate up
good.
and down.
I know, and people need to know it.
I love
People need to know it. I say it every week.
I like mini better than the main ones. They got a little more chocolate. I like the ratio is a little better. I agree. A little more chocolate gives it just a little more stiffness, it's a little less grainy.
Have you given any thought to your Halloween
You're wrong.
costume?
You're
But also don't really
bullshit. You got
also don't like peanut butter that
every
much.
mini. What is this like? It's
No,
the
you get them in a
fucking
bag
crab-
unwrapped.
They make
now.
them in bags and just one
Yeah,
big ass
they're
bag.
just loose
American
in a bag
style.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
shit,
deny
that's
we're in a
crazy.
recession, and you're
I was about
raving
to call
about
them
little
the
ones.
snow crab of Halloween candy, where you have
You
to
can put them out in a
work to get the
bowl, like
meat.
wrapped, but you can get them in the bag. Like you can just grab them like handfuls of popcorn.
What if you're like a Toblerone house? Now that's a wealthy man's candy.
Damn.
Is it?
I think
You know what
of it
I
that
like?
way.
That peppermint patties and junior mints are actually some of my favorite candies.
Ferrero
I'm not
Rocher.
that huge on
Those
I tried them for the
Ferrero
first time
Rocher
in 10
things,
years.
That might be the way to really like pretend like you're flexing, because everybody thinks those Ferrero Rocher little hazelnut balls are expensive, but
They're not.
They're cheaper than candy.
What
That
are
was
the
part of
things with
growing
the
up.
cherries floating in the sugar
Cherry
jizz?
cordials,
Is that it?
chocolate covered cordials, I believe.
Don't you trick me into eating fruit on on this holy day of all days. No, it should be candy and nougat and sugar, and everyone, like, not a single vitamin will pass my lips.